friends. Today we are making a super easy dump and go crockpot fajita recipe. And if things look a little bit different, it's because my last crockpot recipe was filmed like this and it seemed to be enjoyed. So we're going to try it again today. But these are our ingredients here. So we're going to use frozen chicken, frozen peppers and onions, a jar of salsa. These are some fresh veggies for topping it, and then of course just store-bought tortillas. So that could not be any easier. I am going to grab what I need, which is mostly just the chicken and some seasonings right now, and we are going to get going on this recipe. All right, friend, we're going to start by just pouring some of our salsa into our Ninja Foodie pan, which is right here, and pouring in some chicken. I'm probably going to use about half the bag. That seems good to me. We are making these super easy fajitas on my lunch break. So that's why I picked this recipe, because it was just dump and go. It can cook for probably 2.5, 3 hours and then be ready to go. I also like working with frozen chicken, and this is pre-diced frozen chicken, because then I don't have to cut it, and it's just less icky to me. Chicken has a tendency to be very icky. All right, that's probably about half the bag. So this is what we're working with here. So we just have our frozen chicken and our salsa. And next I'm going to put some seasonings in it after I wash my hands and put up the chicken. One thing about me, I don't play about chicken. So this hand is getting sanitized ASAP. Okay, and now we are going to take some extra seasoning. I have some carne asada seasoning. I know my husband and I really like it, so I'm going to sprinkle it over top. But the moisture from it being frozen, so inside the chicken, and the salsa should be enough to get it going. I can always come and add more water um, or other things as needed. So this is what I'm using. This carne asada, I'm pretty sure we got it at Costco in Branson, Missouri on a trip. So shout out to anybody from Branson, Missouri watching. I'm pretty sure you can get this at your Costco. So we're just going to, I'll bring you in. We're just going to sprinkle that on top. And as that cooks, that'll be delicious. So I'll take a moment just to introduce myself. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth, and this is Elizabeth at Home. I'm just married, just graduated, just started a new job, and just really busy. And I'm also just figuring it out. Cooking is a little bit easier to me than baking, but I do both on my channel. I'm looking to grow my kitchen skills and just grow my homemaking skills, period. I've spent a lot of my life, and thus far most of my adult life, in school, and so now I finally have the freedom to do new things. And for me, that's figuring out how to cook and bake. So I'm excited. We're gonna add our pot here. I'm excited for this meal. We don't actually need anything else right now. Even our peppers and onions, which my husband is gonna grab some more on the way home because this would be kind of terrible. We're just gonna put the chicken in here right now on low or high. High. We're gonna do high. I'll put the recipe down below that I am getting inspired by. She did not use frozen chicken, so to that degree, I am making this up. But I looked, it should take about 2.5, 3 hours for it. I just want to make sure it doesn't get like scorched or anything. So let's bring it in here. This is my Ninja Foodie. If you do not have one of these, I would highly recommend. It can slow cook, saute, steam, keep warm. You can sous vide in here. I've never sous vide. And you can also bake, but you have to get like a shelf attachment. But Ninja/Shark, if you are looking for an ambassador, you have found one in Elizabeth. I love Ninja and Shark products. I use them all the time. I think they're super wonderful. Up here in the corner is actually, oh, back there, my Ninja Creamy. Love my Ninja Creamy. So this is getting ready to go. I am going to go back to work for a little bit, and on the last little bit of my break, I have been making cosmic brownie dupe cookies, or brownies. Cosmic brownie cookies. No, I'm making comic. Okay. I'm making cosmic brownies dupes. And they are baking in the oven right now. And so the next step will just to make a quick ganache. So I'm going to go back to work. And when that's ready, I'm going to take the last little bit of my break and make a ganache. And then we won't have to revisit the chicken until after work is over. So this has been really fun. Again, thank you so much for joining me. If you're with me this far and you haven't yet, I would love if you would drop a like and a subscribe. I'd love to have you here in my community. And if you have not seen the Cosmic Brownie video yet, please go check that out as well. It's going to come out the same week as this video. So if it's not out yet, it will be out soon, and you will get to see it. And hopefully they turn out delicious. They look delicious. So, all right, our crock pot is going. So we'll be back when there's about 30-45 minutes left on it, and that's when we'll be adding our peppers and onions. All right, we are back several hours later. This is what we're looking like here. Ooh, steaming up the camera. Steaming up the camera here. All right, there we go. My husband was sent to the store to get more peppers and onions. Did husband get more peppers and onions? No, but that's okay. So we'll just have probably more just like chicken tacos than chicken fajitas, but that's fine. So I'm going to add these peppers and onions to the mix. And I also, just to bulk it up a little bit, I'm going to add these black beans as well. So there we go. So I got them open. Since they're seasoned black beans, I'm not going to drain them. All right. So we're going to let this cook for maybe, I don't know, since there aren't many peppers and onions, probably like 15 minutes or something like that. Something crazy. And then we will eat, and I will show you all of our fixins and what it's looking like. This is what's going on. You can see some peppers and onions, but mostly chicken taco. But that's okay. It's going to be yummy. And in case you missed it, I made cosmic brownies. So check out that video as well. They turned out really awesome. So I will join back with you in just a minute for a taste test for the finished thing.
May be surprised to learn, or perhaps not, that I did lose the audio here. But this recipe turned out so well that I didn't want to just get rid of it. So I wanted to show you how it turned out. So here we have our tomatoes, avocado, cheese dip, sour cream, salsa, etc. all for topping our fajitas with. And we're going to open the foodie here. I have no idea what I'm saying. If you're a professional lip reader, maybe you know what I'm saying. But it actually turned out really, really well. I was afraid we weren't going to have enough chicken, so I did end up adding another pound. And but that was before I even put the peppers and onions in. So look at that, if you can kind of see it. The colors stayed really vibrant because we waited until the end to put in the peppers and onions. And there it looks on my plate, very juicy. So I probably would drain the juices a little bit out of it, but the taste is incredible. It looks great. I think the black beans were a good addition that were not in the recipe, and it tasted awesome. So I put avocado, tomato, cilantro, sour cream, and cheese on mine. My husband added refried beans and made it more of a burrito. But I think we both agreed it was really good. So I want to thank you for being here, thank you for being you, and thank you for subscribing and following along. God bless you.